Yo, what is going on? Alex7 here, and I got some pretty nice Test Drive Unlimited solo crown things that I want to talk to you guys about today. Some of them are rumors, some of them are actually just going to be a recap on everything we know about the game so far. And of course, I'm also going to talk to you guys about, again, when we're going to be getting news, because the time is getting closer and closer. March is pretty much done and April is here. And you guys already know, I talked to you and I told you, April is when I think we're going to be getting some interesting new information. Late April, early May, just like last year. But I'll go ahead and talk about it in a bit. I've sectioned this video into different chapters, so you can go ahead, skip wherever you want to talk. But again, this whole video, trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. Let's go. Okay, so first let's talk about the rumors, because a lot of you guys are probably most interested in this new information that I'm going to talk about. Well, let's go over one of the first things, and that's the possible box art for the game. Now, as you guys may not know, Nacon is having a Steam sale where you can get some of their games for up to 90% off. And no, that does not include TDUSC, because the game's not out yet, obviously so. However, on their Steam page, you can see this picture of all of their upcoming games and games that are already out, and most of them are actually the box art for the game, such as WRC10. That WRC10 picture is exactly like the actual real-life box art for the game. Now, of course, what else do you see there? Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown, and this most likely might be the box art for the game. And up on the picture, I have something made by Bradley. He showed us what it could look like with the actual PS4 logo on it and all of that. There's also this Twitter user who actually also designed something very similar. But yeah, this may be the box art. Again, not official because they can also change it later down the road. We don't really know. But yeah, anyways, that's that. Now the next thing is probably crazy, and that's because this has to do with the game's narrative designer. So let's talk about this. Now, the TDUSC's game and narrative designer previously worked at Quantic Dream on Detroit Become Human. And you're probably like, wait, is that really good game with the really good story? Yes, that's the one you're thinking about. Now, this does not confirm, by the way, I'm just going to say this now, this does not mean we're going to get a story just like Quantic Dream's Detroit Become Human. It doesn't make any sense because that story takes 40 hours and there's 40 different endings in this game. Which, listen, this is a racing game, not a story-driven game full on, so I don't think that's what it means. But what this does tell us is that we do have some very talented people working at KT, which was always the case. But this guy, like I said, worked at Quantic Dream. He's shooting mocap, edited storyboards for the lead cinematic artist, edited video mood boards for the directors and composers. So he has a direct affiliation to the story of how this game works. He knows what a good story is. So for him to work on the story on TDUSC, listen, on paper, this could be a really good game. And a lot of people don't understand, TDUSC is kind of the Undertaker. This can end up being an incredible game that everyone's gonna love and enjoy, and then we can get a sequel, and the TDU franchise has been saved. Hopefully that's what KT do, and I can't wait to hear more information about this game. Let's go ahead and talk about some more information regarding it. Alright, now let's talk about news, guys. This is probably the one thing you're really excited to happen, and you're probably looking at your watch saying, yo, this game is dead, this game's not happening, it's cancelled. Yo, chill guys. We're going to be getting information soon. Obviously, the game's not dead, the game's still coming out this year, it hasn't been delayed. I don't get where this no gameplay equals not coming out or delayed came from, but anyways, yeah, let's talk about this. So April is coming up, and what happened last year in April? Well, on the second week of April, we actually got some information about TDUSC, and not only that, but Rims Racing and also WRC10. It was all part of this thing called Nacon Racing Week. Now, could this happen again? It's very likely because WRC11 is also going to come out this year. It's the last WRC from Nacon. And of course, TDUSC is coming out this year as well, and possibly, like I've already said in one of my previous videos, Taeyeon's unannounced sim racing game that I believe is going to be published by Nacon as well. Now, just to take it a step back, last year, WRC10 was actually announced in the first week of April, which we're getting up to pretty close, so that could be when we see WRC11. We might see it next week or the week after, but that is when I'm guessing, hopefully we get some WRC11 news. And of course, preceding that, again, we might see something related to TDUSC. But for sure, they're not going to announce anything big for TDUSC until WRC11 gets its announcement, just like how they did it last year. And with that being said, we should see some TDUSC news within the next 60 days from today's date, because that would bring us into June, and I don't think they're going to start up the hype that late in June. I think, like I said, early May, late April. We're getting that close, but obviously if they're going to come in and announce something, they're probably going to want to give us a heads up. So with the heads up being maybe mid-April, saying something's gonna happen early May or end of April, listen, that could be when we're going to get new information. And on top of that, we still have E3, we still have Nakon Connect, and we still have Gamescom. Gameplay, again, guys, summer. That's how you should expect it, and that's probably when we're going to get it as well. I don't expect anything earlier because you're just going to disappoint yourselves. I'm still gonna guess that we're gonna get one more trailer depending on when this happens. If they do decide to just not say anything until July or June, I don't think they're going to get a trailer. It's just going to be straight up gameplay and an in-game engine trailer. But if they want to talk to us a little bit earlier, then yeah, I'm going to guess they might show us a trailer. But gameplay in summer, and I cannot wait to hear more information about this game, man. It's getting me hyped so much, and I cannot wait to see more. But of course, as we're going to get new information, here's just a recap of everything we know about the game so far. If you're new to this and you're new to TDUSC, subscribe to my channel for more information. I mean, this is literally a TDU channel. If you look at all my videos that I upload, it's pretty much all TDU. But anyways, it's going to be published by Nakon and developed by KT Racing, which I'm sure you guys know from the WRC games. Another cool thing to note that Alan Jarnu and David Aloza, and I'm sure many others that have previously worked on TDU1 and TDU2 are working on TDUSC at KT Racing. Alan Jarnu, who was previously the creative director for the past 2 TDUs, is currently now the game director. David Aloza, who was a technical director, is actually the technical director on TDUSC as well now. TDUSC keeps the DNA from the first 2 games and revamps it for the modern era, a driving and experience unlike any other. You have the freedom to progress however you like, and the classic open championship concept returns too. Race, cruise, and hang out with your friends until the sun goes down, and even after. Players will compete against each other in the solo crown alongside a clan, which I'll get into a bit later. But yeah, so sun up and down, obviously that means, and I'm pretty sure everyone already knew this, we're going to be getting dynamic weather and dynamic day and night. I mean, it only made sense we'd see that in the game. Now up on the screen, I'm going to put up some of the slides from the website talking about how it's not just races, and it tells you other activities that you can do on the island, such as the casinos, the nightclubs, and the rooftops. It also then goes on about the life of luxury, which talks about your keys and obviously TDU stuff, the luxury life. Next, and put up some slides about the clans that you can choose, streets or sharps, which this can go so far in depth. We've only scratched the surface of what this could actually be, especially if we have someone that works on Quantic Dream's story. It's going to be pretty crazy to see how they do it in this game. Of course, on top of that, we also have the Solar Hotel, which again, this does not mean we're not getting houses, guys. It was never said we won't get any houses on Hong Kong Island. They never said we won't get anything. It was just assumed by some people. However, I'm pretty sure they will add houses into the game. It only makes sense, and I'll talk about that probably in a later video. But yeah, it only makes sense for them to add it into the game, and I doubt KT is going to leave that out. Now on top of that, dynamic windows and indicators are confirmed as well. And the game physics, I don't even have to worry about it compared to TDU2, because KT have shown really good physics in their WRC games. So really excited to see what they do for TDUSC. The location, obviously Hong Kong Island, which I've talked to you guys about already. Not mainland, not anything else. Hong Kong Island is what we're going to be getting for launch. But again, that doesn't leave out the fact that they might actually give us some DLC for the island, expanding it. Don't know, but yeah, just Hong Kong Island is what we're getting at launch. And I have a ton of videos detailing about what Hong Kong Island is, some of the stuff around it, etc. I'll leave it up on probably in the description or something, but yeah. Now some of the confirmed car brands, you got Apollo, Aston Martin, Audi, Bentley, BMW, Bugatti, Dodge, Ferrari, Koenigsegg, Lamborghini, Range Rover, Mercedes, and Porsche. Car customization, avatar customization has been confirmed as well. Again, no details on how far in depth they go, but the game director Alan mentions luxury clothes as an accessory for your avatar. When does it release? PS4, PS5, Xbox One, literally everything, including PC as well. And it comes out September this year on the 22nd. Really interesting, can't wait. Again, all of the information, I don't want to go too in depth because I'm sure when they actually release more information to us, I'll catch up and I'll give you guys a rundown of what happened previously up until we get any of that new information. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like down below and subscribe for more TDUSC content. I think this is gonna be one of my last TDUSC information videos before we get news, so fingers crossed guys. We're getting close to the date. You already know what it is. I'm Lux7 and I'll see you guys in another video. I'm out. Peace.